Hey friends, it's LaDonna Touchy Taylor here, your beauty mentor. Just popping on to show you my routine for having glazed donut skin. It is pretty late and I do have on makeup. I just came back from a Christmas party and so I figured this is the perfect time to sort of show you what I do to get that beautiful healthy glow. And I'll tell you up front, since it's nighttime, I'm using a facial oil, and that's my last step, which I'll show you in a minute. But during the day, I would swap that step out for a cocktail booster, which I will show you when I get there. But just letting you know, daytime versus nighttime, for the most part, there's really only one or two sort of slight adjustments, and when I notice them when I get there, I'll let you know. First things first, always take off your makeup. I already took my contacts out. My eyes were like, and they were super red. They're a little bit less red now, but yeah, so I just use micellar makeup remover and cleanser. I know a lot of people just put it in their hands and like wipe. I don't like to get makeup under my nails because it stays forever. So I'm just gonna use a cotton pad. My makeup's mostly removed. Now I'm just gonna go and I'll exfoliate my lips using the Artistry Studio Polished Pout, which is a lip exfoliator and conditioner. And then I like to use the Balancing Artistry Skin Nutrition Balancing Jelly Cleanser. It is winter, so, and a lot of times you don't really want to be using like a light cleanser like this one, but it's got amino acids and aloe vera. I have sort of oily skin, unbalanced skin naturally, and so this actually helps me to kind of keep it balanced, helps my skin stay matte and not too oily during the day. So I really I like to use this one, and I haven't really had any issues with it. And I feel like, you know, if you don't have issues with your system, if it's providing you what you need, then, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of cleansing and exfoliating my lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have washed, I've cleansed, I'll move on to toning. I use the Artistry Skin Nutrition Balancing Fresh Shake Toner. As you just saw, I shook it. It's actually, so there's a lot of organic material in it, and so basically there's no really like extra artificial preservatives in it. The nutrients will fall out of the solution, and so you just gotta shake it up before you use it. Can't even think of words right now, I'm tired. But yeah, I just put a little bit of that on a cotton pad. Go ahead and wipe all over. I am gonna use a salicylic acid spot treatment for acne in my next step, just because I don't use it all the time, but I'm a couple of days shy of that time of the month, and so I am having a couple of little blemishes popping in. This one's Artistry Studio Done with Zit. One of the main things, slight adjustments that I made to my skincare routine that has actually really gotten me there to that glazed donut skin look is actually the Artistry Studio Zen Plus Energy Hydro-Spritzer. And I do that in between every step. So I cleansed, I toned, I did acne, now I'm gonna spritz. And that's just there. So I'll keep the cap off because, like I said, every step. So from there, I'm actually gonna do my Artistry Intensive Skincare Anti-Wrinkle Firming Serum, which looks like this. The Anti-Wrinkle Firming Serum actually has retinoids in it. So if you are having blemishes, it can be good to use retinoids at that time, especially if you're having trouble clearing them with like a traditional salicylic acid product or like a benzoyl. I prefer benzoyl or benzoyl peroxide treatments to salicylic, just because in my opinion they work a little bit better, but they're also tend to be more harsh on your skin, so you know, trade up. But a retinoid and retinol products can help to open up the pore to allow the clog that's in the pore to be able to come out, and allow your treatment products to be able to penetrate that pore and clear out, you know, whatever is there blocking you. And even though it says not to put it to avoid the eye area, I always put it around the eye area. This product actually helps retain moisture, and so I feel like that's a good thing for the eye area to help it plump back up. You are not my eye cream. Where's my eye cream? Oops. So next, I use my Artistry Skin Nutrition. This is the Renewing Reactivation Cream, and it is super luxurious, super duper silky and velvety and wonderful. And you're supposed to use the little scoop thing, but honestly I don't have a lot of patience, so I just put it on. I'm the only one using it. And, you know, obviously make sure you have really clean hands. And so we spray again. This is kind of my favorite part. We are now going to the Artistry Intensive Skincare Advanced Skin Refinisher. There's also the Renewing Peel. They're both exfoliators. And I know all week, if you were following me over on Instagram, then I said my first step is exfoliating. And if you're using a manual exfoliator, that means anything with a scrub or, you know, the granules that exfoliate your skin, then yes. If that's your cleansing step, then go ahead and do that. Because it's winter, it's actually better. Some of the manual exfoliators can actually be drying to your skin, and so in the winter it's better to use a chemical exfoliator in your system. And so the Skin Refinisher is one of the ones that I use. I also use the Artistry Intensive Care Renewing Peel, Intensive Skincare Renewing Peel. I use them both together usually, but I'm actually out of the other one, so I'm just using a few pumps, 3. I'm pretty sure the instructions say to use 2 to 3 pumps, but I figure why not? Why not overdo it? Where did I put the cap? Oh yes. So now I'm going to use the Artistry Skin Nutrition Firming Ultra Lifting Cream. Again, this is a super velvety, luxurious product. And again, you are supposed to use the little scoop thing, but let's just be honest, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to get into bed. Think big time. Trying to go to bed. Again, one more spray. And so if this were daytime, because I'm about to get to that oil step. If this were daytime, I would have taken three to 4 drops of this Artistry Studio Glow Teeny Cocktail Booster, and I would have mixed that with my my moisturizer plus SPF. And so that would have helped me out there. But tonight, I love this stuff. It just feels so good. But yeah, so then the last step that I use, because it's nighttime, is the Zen Days Ahead by Artistry Studio. This is a facial oil. It's got 300 milligrams of CBD. And so again, it just helps my skin stay nourished, helps protect it. And lets it soak up all of that good hydration I just put on there. Smells like lavender, so it feels amazing. Helps me sleep, but also calms and nourishes my skin. You never, ever, ever, and I know that among beauty gurus all over Instagram and wherever else, there are conflicting sort of views on facial oils, but you never, ever, ever want to use a facial oil during the day. Oils during the day can actually amplify the rays of the sun. If you know anything about plants, you never water or spray your plants while the sun is out. You either do it before the sun comes up or after the sun has gone down, and that's because basically it amplifies the rays of the sun. It will fry your leaves, your foliage, and you don't want that. Same thing with your skin. And then cat out. She's kicking my makeup around. Rude. But yeah, it'll amplify the rays of the sun. It's like a magnifying glass, you know. If you hang, I've never actually held a magnifying glass over an ant, but apparently it has that sort of effect, and that can be damaging to your skin. You will look older, your skin, you'll lose elastin, you'll lose collagen, saggy skin, the whole nine. So you never want to do that. But also, a lot of SPFs in your moisturizers, they need to actually interact with your skin in order to be effective. And if you put an oil on your skin, you actually block that reaction from being able to happen, because the oil will block the moisturizer from penetrating the pore. Which is why, if you checked out probably one of my very first reels on Instagram, where I talked about how oil and water don't mix, that's exactly what I'm talking about, because the oil is going to get into your pore, and yeah, it'll protect in there, but it can't provide water because it's oil. And where there is oil, there cannot be water. They can't mix that way. And so that's why you don't use oils during the day. And if somebody tells you otherwise, I would be wary and do some research and check with an expert, like a doctor. And moving on from there, that is my system for Glazed Donut Skin. that is it. Glazed donut skin before bed. Thanks for hanging with me. Catch you next time. Bye.